Hey guys, it's Katie Forstall at the Pioneering Spirit 55 and Dookie. Are you gonna come up, Dookie? Come on, say hello. And I am fully alive at 55. And I want to talk to you today about chainsaws. Last night I was at work and a sweet lady that I work with was, I was talking to her about one of my other ideas that you can see on 3 videos on our channel called 25 Trees for the 5 Ds. And I'm not going to go into that, so you'll have to watch the videos if you're interested. But basically, it's about chopping down trees. And I've never chopped down a tree, but I'm excited and anxious to learn about it. And maybe I'll do it and maybe I won't. The sweet southern lady that was talking to me last night put on her mother hat and said, I don't think you want to be messing with the chainsaw. And it's funny because just a couple of days ago I was at dinner with my husband and a few people from church, and as I was talking about developing our land, my husband said, I don't know about her with the chainsaw. So obviously there's some concern there. So although I could be a little offended, I'm also thinking about it because I pay attention to what people say. And I started studying it, and I didn't realize that there's more danger to using a chainsaw than I thought. So I am willing to learn everything I can, and I will not mess with a chainsaw until I get some training from an expert. And speaking of my 25 trees for the 5 Ds, I will definitely have experts on the property when we do that. So again, you can learn more about that in other videos. But what this got me thinking about was I have always been a little bit of a tomboy. When I was young, I remember in 7th grade, I took woodshop and I loved it. And I was using a saw, a big power table saw, I think it was, and I almost put my hand in the wrong place. And I remember the teacher running over to me and saving me in the nick of time. But really what the problem was that day is that I had a really rough upbringing, and sometimes we didn't eat for days at a time, and I was basically almost passing out because I hadn't been fed well that morning. And so it really had nothing to do with me and the saw. But I still remember that. And but I've always had a fascination with woodshop. So when I went to high school, I went to Naugatuck High School, and I wanted to do a shout out to Mark McCary, who was the woodshop teacher, I believe, my freshman year. And he was just wonderful. He was so patient and willing to embrace me in the class when I was the only girl back in 1976 or so. And I loved his class, and I'll never forget the memories I had from it. I moved on to the next class with Mr. Decker, and he was a little harder to deal with, so I didn't get that far with that class, but I did still continue to enjoy woodworking. And when I went to college at the age of 23, I went back at 23, I ended up taking up interior design and architecture. So then I wasn't working with the actual labor part of it, but I was drawing the designs and went on to design 2 homes of my own in the future. One in Connecticut, which was just a plan that I bought, and then I just tweaked it a little bit. But the one in Florida that I designed was from scratch, and I did everything from the floor plans to the window sewing the window treatments and putting up all the installation. And I had an interior design business for a while where I did do that, where I installed all the window treatments and did some carpentry work. And actually then my husband and I had a business for a short time where I built the wall for the bar to the business and cut out all the places where the sinks had to go and all that kind of thing. So I have had some experience in carpentry over the years, but a chainsaw is a different deal. So I am excited to learn about it, and I'm hoping that I can chop down at least one tree. And actually, I want to build this log cabin, and there's a lot of notches that need to be cut out. So if we have about 25 or so logs that need to have notches put in them, that makes a lot of cuts because each notch has two. So if I can't handle that chainsaw, it's not happening. And I will have to hire someone or find someone who can help me, guide me through the process until I get it right. So anyways, I'm a maverick. I told you that from the beginning. I'm not being stupid about this, but I am excited and I'm going to give it a try. And I just want to shout out to all you ladies out there that if you have a little bit of tomboy in you and you have a desire to do something that the world thinks is kind of crazy, go for it. Have a great day, guys. From Pioneering Spirit 55, it's Katie Forstall. See you soon.